Coach is on the road as we're doing a follow-up with Reverend Jackson on this Green Environment Initiative. Can you give us a little more insight on this?
Green environment really is back to basics. So many people can grow a small garden in their backyard and eat what they grow, but learn how to grow it. Many vacant lots, in fact, could be small gardens, enough to be sustaining. But also, it's not just eating. It's many of our homes, we lose lots of heat because they're not properly fitted, or they have lead paint. There are 100,000 vacant homes or abandoned lots in Chicago. If we were to reconstruct 25% and retrofit them and not have lead paint in them, because lead paint, of course, destroys, in the bloodstream, destroys the brain, people would have jobs, they have their sense of dignity, they pay their share of taxes, they educate their children, so it has economic ramifications. Also, it's a matter of we cannot adjust to not being able to breathe free. I was sharing that when I was a kid growing up in South Carolina. It seldom snowed, but every now and then it did snow. Never enough snow for us to ski. When snow would come, we'd go and get a bucket, fill up with snow and put milk and sugar and have ice cream. Now the snow is dirty and soiled and black before it hits the ground because it's coming through a dirty air, which we have adjusted to breathing, which drives us into cancer and drives us into asthma. So in many ways, the green movement is a kind of back to basics, the right to breathe free, the right to drink drinkable water, and to get the two most basic medicines back into our rhythm again, water and walking. Of all of the medicines, walking and water may be the two most basic.
Now, when you talk about green in the inner city community, that's a foreign word. How do we get the message out to our community?
And that's a part of it. You know, for a long time, when Dr. King would say, better we walk in dignity than ride in shame, dignity was not a kind of commonly used concept applied to a political, legal situation. We learned dignity was about being respected and protected and not neglected. So we began to use the word dignity because it came into our world. We always had something called self-respect, but the idea of dignity is a much bigger, stronger term. The idea of peace. What we got to do with that over yonder? Because the war on poverty money over here is running the war in Vietnam over there. So we're dropping bombs there and we're starving back here. It began to expand our world. In many ways, the green movement is much the same way. The right to breathe the air that will not give you the asthma or choke you. The right to have drinkable water. To have a diet that does not destroy the body. The right to have a house that is not so porous until you're heating up the outdoors in the cold Chicago winter. All this is part of the greening movement.
Well, how do we take this and turn this into an economic force in our community? And that's what we're so deprived is controlling our economic destiny in our community.
Well, to me, it starts with reconstructing these 100,000 vacant homes, abandoned lots. This 25% would put thousands back to work. That's economics. And then when we get the jobs, we should buy meat at the stores. But our stores should be green sensitive. Also, the use of more public transportation. For us, the train stops 95th Street going south and O'Hara northwest. The jobs are beyond the O'Hara. We live far beyond 95th Street. So we have to use more cars, more gas, more carcinogens, and drive further, and it costs more. If you're on welfare, you can't own a car. So if you don't have public transportation, you can't get to work. So you're trapped into a ghetto of poverty and deprivation. So part of using fast line rail lines as opposed to more cars, it's also green the environment. I was coming from O'Hara one day, not very long ago, and I was running late to catch a meeting at 4 o'clock. Meeting was already 2 o'clock. I could not get from O'Hara to the loop at traffic time in an hour. I caught the train, and within 25 minutes I was in the Thompson Center. I just drove past all those cars stuck on in gear one, going, stopping, blowing horns, listening to music, listening to radio. When in fact, the mass rail, we can make the steel, we can lay the rail, build the trains. It's quicker, it's cost efficient, it gets you where you're going.
Coach is on the road educating our audience today to this green environment. So be informed and stay tuned.
Thank you, Coach.